Well, hello everybody in YouTube land. Kermit here from Orange Pickle 2. This is another video. A little different than the ones I have produced of recent. I have mentioned in the past that I have been a merchant sailor for a number of years. And as a result, I finally got around to posting a couple of videos about Hong Kong on taken from a very expensive but very cheap video camera that I had for a number of years that the batteries finally died in. And this particular video that we're going to have right here is going to be a kind of a combination video. Years ago, when I was running around on ships, I got assigned to a ship, very luckily, as a what we call a B book in my union, which means that I really wasn't making that. I didn't have a very high priority. On a ship, I managed to get a what we called a rotary job. Now, in my union, the maximum you can work a rotary job for is 180 days if you are not an A book. And at the time, I think I was a C card, or possibly even had just made my B book. I think that's what it was. But one of the things we're going to be looking at is a DVD CD player that I picked up, I think, at Circuit City before they went bankrupt back in 2003. I also picked up a little combination 14-inch CTR screen / DVD player and recorder for my personal entertainment, well, so I could watch videos and whatnot while I wasn't on watch while we were traveling across the Pacific Ocean during that 180-day time frame. And that's what's in front of us right here. Also, what's in front of us is my Night Owl Security Center. And it's kind of hard to see it, so I'm going to turn on my utility work light. And down there, we get a lot of dust in El Paso. Oh, dang. I got to clean that out one of these days. It blows into the windows when we have dust storms, and it's impossible to keep things clean. But down in here I have this Night Owl, and that's a remote control for it that I've never used. DV, well, let me see, it's actually a DVR player, what it is in reality, or DVR recorder. It's basically what it is. It's like a little personal entertainment type recording device, except it's got multiple channels in the back end of it, and each channel corresponds to the a closed circuit TV camera. Unfortunately, maybe it is more fortunate, but there is no audio. Only video and power lines going into the different cameras. And as you can see, if you look at this TV screen here, I don't know how well it will turn out. I have a total of 8 cameras, and each one has a different view. 2 of the cameras have views inside the house. That's in case somebody should break into it, they will be recorded, and one covers the front door, one of them goes into the kitchen, back room, dining room, family room area, And well, it's a weird design we have for the house. What you see directly behind there is my actual dining room table in one of those pictures. Right now it's displaying kind of like in black and white. The infrared is really very good. The front door has there's two cameras that cover the front of the house, and I have it set up for motion detection activation. So well, take a look at this actual device. I do not use any of those buttons. It came with a mouse, and it also came with a remote control. It also have a special set of DVD, and that's some more components that came with this unit. One of the things, I did two things to this. I installed that 80mm fan that's mounted directly above the hard drive. Reason being is when I'm out to sea, I'm gone for sometimes like 6 months or so. And this house can get very hot. So the end result is, when I first got this device, so I didn't want the hard drives burning up on me, is I kind of took the lid apart, took the cover off of it, and I won't pull it out because it's got a whole mess of wires in the back there, which are actually pretty kind of heavy, and it makes it hard to work with. But anyway, I cut the lid out, a hole in the lid, and I mounted that 80mm fan on the top of the thing, and and I had a splitter, and I could actually tap into the 12-volt power supply that was feeding the SATA hard drive. The other thing I did was the unit came originally with a 500 gigabyte Hitachi hard drive, and I changed that out to a 2 terabyte Toshiba 3.5-inch hard drive. And that Toshiba hard drive has got a reputation for not being the very best ones, but I took a chance on it. And so far, it's been working pretty good. And today is the August 2015. And I installed that 2 terabyte. Oh, wait a second. That's a Seagate. I thought it was a Toshiba. Huh. Well, at any rate, I wrote 2 terabyte Seagate on the note on a piece of tape. And that was installed on October of 2013. So this 2 terabyte hard drive has been running for the most part non-stop for 2 years now. I did have one incident with it in which something went kind of buggy in the unit. Possible power outage or whatever the case might be when I was gone. And when I came home, it wasn't recording. So I called up Night Owl, and they're becoming a pretty good sized company nowadays. Good technical support. I called up their tech support, and the guy said, well, you have to reformat the hard drive. Well, I said, okay. I thought that's what I was going to have to do. But one of the things that I do not like doing when it comes to formatting hard drives, this unit is designed to use, and I'm going to use the mouse, and we can look at the screen. Main menu. Okay, let's see if we can find the part that I'm looking for here. And Date and time advanced. Information. No, I don't want that section there. I want to get into the well, anyway, as you can see, we have a menu that pops up on the TV screen here. Now, this, by the way, is connected to a television. This is a 24-inch television made by a company called Orion. I never heard of it, but it's pretty good TV. I've had it for about 3 or 4 years now. Bought it at Walmart, and it has been turned on 24/7 when I'm home. Okay, hard drive. I think that's where we want to go to. Okay, now we have a section here called Auto Overwrite. Right now, with this 2 terabyte hard drive, the status says OK. I have used I have a total of 1,907 gigabytes of total space. I have free space of 1,782 gigs. I have a future of 629 hours of record time, and then you have a format section here. What I do not like is that it uses the Microsoft file format, and which is good, but what I don't like is it only does a quick format. The problem when you do a quick format, when you do a formatting of a hard drive, it only formats, say, the first 10% of a drive. It does not do a full format of your hard drive. Of course, on a 2 terabyte, that would take a long time for it to do so. But if you should have a power outage when you're recording, and that power causes that thing to have a little glitch, you'll be losing your formatting of the hard drive, and that's exactly what happened on this unit. Because it does a quick format, but it does use a Microsoft format, not a FAT, but the it escapes me off the top of my head what it is. But I'm very pleased with this Night Owl video recording machine here, and I like using the mouse. As you can see, it also says you have a where did I see that format USB. It has a external USB as you can use for storage, in addition to the internal hard drive. It kind of gives an indication in the owner's manual that you would do that with a primarily would be a flash drive, but this kind of also gives an indication that you can actually have an external hard drive installed on this for backup. And like I said, I have this set up for motion detection. One thing I really do like is that anytime something trips the motion detector, and the entire screen is set up for motion detection on this particular, where I have it set up on this unit, and so it automatically, when the motion detector is tripped and you get the big M for motion, what happens is 30 seconds prior to the actual cause of the motion detector being tripped, whether it be a vehicle traveling through, somebody walking by, a bird flying through in front of the camera or whatever, 30 seconds prior to the actual causing of the motion detection, it actually does record, which is really nice. And other than putting in the 2 terabyte hard drive, and installing that 80mm fan, which does a remarkably good job of keeping this little cabinet nice and cool. And I think what I'm going to have to do one of these days here is disassemble this thing and take my air compressor and blow all the dust that I know that fan has been blowing in there, because I have a fairly thick layer of dust on this cheap TV table that I acquired like third or fourth hand. Now, let's get on with the video, and we are going to talk about this DVD CD player made in China. Now this thing has a manufacturer's date on the back of the side of it of 2003, and as you can see, it actually functions, and it's made by a very unusual company. It's called an AMW. Has Dolby sound, digital, DVD video, and it's a V101 model. Well, not much to say about it. I think I paid $34 for it at Circuit City. Let's turn this thing around. Now, I was going to hook this up to another TV set that I have, but that is a newer series of TVs that I have, and it's a VIZO or VIZO, and it does not have your standard connections here. You know, the white audio left side and the red audio plug, and the video being yellow. It has the components, where this one does not have the component, but it does have a Sony S video connection. But the VIZO TV has HDMI, as does this in here, but this particular camera TV, this Orion TV, actually has the, you know, the old-fashioned RCA plug connections in the back. So that's what I'm hooked up to. And let me flip this thing around a little more. You can see I even still have the original plastic covering the power supply. And it says made in China, manufacture date of November 2003, STC compliant, and it has all the other compliancy and safety inspection stickers there. And it has a remote control. Now, believe it or not, this remote control is actually using the original batteries. I have never changed the batteries in this remote control. And I bought this in early, well, I think, well, it was 2004, early 2004, because I got off the ship on August, and it was exactly 180 days in August when I got off the ship. But anyway, let me play with this thing a little more. I'm going to press the off button, which probably won't do anything on the remote. And You got an eject swip button here, and we'll see if it actually ejects. Okay, as you can see, original batteries from 2004 when I purchased this thing. And it actually opens and closes the tray. Now, I'm going to use the other remote for the TV, and I'm going to switch over to video 1 as soon as I can remember how to do this. I believe that's the button there I have to press, and I need to go down. Wrong one. I need input. Let's see, input selection. And I'm going to change that by going up to scale to, I think, satellite 1. Okay, I gotta press input again. And that should be the previews for crank up the volume. I believe that's a TV show, Herbie, the movie Herbie. Yes. The actual movie I have in the DVD is National Treasure.
Starts out at Junkyard Herbie, then he goes to a street racer, all fixed up sort of Herbie, and then he goes to the demolition derby, and then finally he comes back as NASCAR Herbie.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we're going to switch this back and turn off the thing and break things down and put it back in the closet where I had it stored for the last couple of years. It's amazing that this device, which was purchased back in 2003, that's amazing. I just got to noticing that National Treasure, the original one, was, or I should say Herbie, was originally done in 2004, the same year I bought this DVD player. I could also play CDs on it. I used to listen to my CDs quite a bit when I was on the ship. And the actual TV that I used with this thing, I left at my buddy's house in Bakersfield, California, and we used that in conjunction with a closed-circuit TV system that I installed in her house a number of years ago, and we used that for monitoring a series of wireless Swan security cameras that also have built-in audio that I have installed around her house in various locations. Yeah, I know, I'm kind of an electronics junkie. Closed-circuit TVs, computers repaired and installations. Yeah. You know, you got to do something for fun in life when you're 61 years of age. And by the way, tomorrow, today's the 12th, I think. Tomorrow is the 13th, and it is my birthday. What am I going to do for my birthday dinner? Well, I'll think about that later on. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any comments, please I'll get that spit it out yet. if you have any comments, please do make them, and I will remind you that I do preview all videos. I've got videos about all comments, and if somebody decides they want to be a hater and they want to make nasty, unkind comments on my channel, I will definitely censor your doing so. Until I make my next video, please enjoy.